Alright, what's next on the Dirty Dodge? I've been running this for about 2 hours. We got negative 30 pounds of vacuum in the system right now, and now's the crucial part. You must hold vacuum for 5 to 15 minutes. Being that I don't want to do this twice, we're going to go 15 minutes. Being we're doing this late at night in the Dirty Dodge, that's got to hold for 15 minutes. You know, you can lose roughly 5. I don't want to see negative 5. I want to see negative 20. So here in about 15 minutes, I'll give you another shot of that so you can get a little close up there. Yeah, it looks good. I like it when I see that. 2 hours hasn't budged. So that's a good sign. Alright, let's do our 5-minute hold test and we'll be right back. Okay, so our Dirty Dodge has passed the 15-minute hold test. I've only lost 3 pounds, which I figure is normal, being I had to hear the vacuum ball check, but it hasn't lost anything since then. So we are ready to proceed at this point. Now, a couple things here. You need to be very careful when you're doing these gauges, because if you're not doing this in the right order, you could let air back in the system, and that's not what you want to do. So at this point, the system is completely under vacuum. We will close these 2 ports off for now, and then we're going to start doing our 134A fill. Okay, I found in my gauge kit that it does not puncture these cans, so we're going to have to go about this a little bit different. As you can see right there, that's our low port side, and yeah, yes, after you put the adapter on, you're really close to the belt. So I gotta change my configuration here, so we'll be right back. Okay, one last note. When we were doing the math, there's 40 ounces of 134A. The rule is about 80% of fill with 134A. Being that we're not exactly 80 degrees at this point, we're going to fill about 30 ounces. And tomorrow I'll retest when it's up the correct temperature. Okay, we went ahead and did the other cans since I didn't have the correct adapter to pop the cans and seal them correctly, so we're not going to try that circus show, but we did end up getting it in there and weaseling in there, and somehow we still have great room for the belt to ride. So in a second he's going to start the truck back up, and you're going to hear the compressor clutch actually cycle once the 134 gets in there and hits the pressure switches. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, Dirty Dodge time.
It's Dirty Dodge time.
There we go. Haha! The sedan lives again, and she's quiet. Now you're going to hear a little rattle at first until you start getting it full. But being this thing is under a great vacuum, it's going to suck this can dry. See if we get any cold air in the inside yet. Okay, so I want you to do is put your hand here and you feel heat, and then you feel cold. So this is the hot line, this is the cold line. You only do this for a good second. Just get damn hot. Go ahead and fill it. Now, had we not done the vacuum trick to it, this line would have closed. It looked damn cool. Not the right way to do it. Oh yeah, you have to. It's funny. Now, as you see, the compressor is starting to cycle, and it does that. That's normal Dodge programming. You don't want to, you want it to take about 10 minutes per can, so we're going to speed this up. But I want you to pay attention to the clutch cycling, because that means we're meeting our high and low switch requirements. You hear the wobbler in there, she's making a little noise, which is good. That means she's sucking fluid in. My can's just about empty. 134A has to get hot. The term hot means that this has to get hot before this can get cold. There'll be a brief delay when you hit that button until you start actually going. Now fill this can. See how it's not super cold? Now if we would have had atmospheric air in there, this can would have made my hand frostbitten. Now the second can you put in, now one you got to be careful. The system starts to get a little full. Like Pac-Man, you can only eat so much. On the second one. And this thing, we only got 18 in it. I'll wait till your dad clutch, use that clutch cycle, and this bitch cold, not frozen. Do you have an RPM gauge in there?
Yeah.
Take me up to about 1200 and hold it for about a minute. Go ahead. Ooh, she's got some pressure. Okay, go. Start her up. Keep her on high.